Hey guys, so for today's program, I've made a class and all the endpoints I've been working on, all of them I've made methods within the class. So here we go. Okay, so over here you can see another program. At the top is usually what we're going to do today, then the rules, and that's the program. So today we're going to be looking at like classes and functions. So basically with all of the things I've like all the endpoints I've done like get guess session ID, add the rating to the movie, get movie details based on name and so on. I've made like methods of them because a function within a class is called a method. So first I made a class TMDB client. Within that I've made these four methods until now. First is get guest session ID, second is rate movie by name, third is get movie ID based on name, and fourth is get list of rated movies. Then I have O is like equal to int input, and then please enter whichever option you'd like to do. So you can just enter 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've done like this. So I'll get to this line in a minute. So then I've done like this. So you can like choose which option you want to do, and then it'll go to that method and do it. So for example, when I run this, then so please enter which option you like to do. So I'm just gonna enter 4, get list of rated movies, because like the simplest. Then there's nothing there right now, because right now on TMDB I've like rated nothing until now. Then if I do it again, for example, and do add this time, so add is number 2, rate movie by name. Then please enter the name of the movie, so I'm just gonna keep it simple. And then here, then status message is success, so basically it worked. And then if I go here and refresh the page, then Frozen is here. Then if I do another one, for example, so 2, and then if I do Iron Man this time, then now when I go back and run it again, so then we have Iron Man here as well. Sorry about that. So now basically, and then basically the next thing I wanted to talk about is that why I put self over here, like in the parameters. So if I, for example, take it away, then it throws an error. So it says like the method must have a first parameter, usually called self. So a method in any class has to have a first parameter, whether or not you use it, but it has to have one. And it's usually called self, but you don't have to. You can name it pretty much anything and it'll still work, except for numbers, obviously. But you can name it like whatever you want, but self is simple, so I'm just leaving it as self in all of them. So here I have self, there, there, and there. But in the end, if I really want to, I can just change it to anything else. Then the next thing is instantiating. So basically over here what I've done is that I basically instantiated the class. So what I mean that is that basically I'm making an instance of the class TMDB client. So that's the name of my class over here. So basically what I mean by that is if I take an example, for example, like if there's a primary class 1, so like P1 for example, then in P1, basically like, then inside P1, so basically it's just a class, it's like a group of people in that specific age, which is P1. So like if within P1 there's like some girl called Melissa, for example, then Melissa, then if I do like Melissa is equal to P1, bracket bracket, then basically Melissa becomes an instance of the class P1. So basically this bracket bracket is just because I'm instantiating, because it's like, so then I just need to put that there. And then here I've created the instance, and then I've done all the rest of it, like I'm using this TMDB client everywhere else instead. But I don't have to name a TMDB client, it's just like easier like variable to remember. But in the end I can just name it whatever I want. So I can make whatever an instance of the TMDB client.